name is Jerk. And this is the big show. How are you all doing? And I can hear you all right now. Yes, you're saying, Jerk, didn't we just see you live a few hours ago? Yes, you did. So when did you have time to conduct this interview? Well, after I saw you all out of the studio, there was a gentle rapping at my door, and when I opened, a small voice said, "Please, sir, could you play another?" And this being the time of giving, well, sure. So, let's get them out here. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big show welcome to the legendary tier British light cruiser and star of this campaign. Give it up for Minotaur. Yes, the Minotaur. HMS Machine Gun, the best destroyer in the game. It has many names, and when we were streaming this morning, I could just feel it. I knew the game I was looking for was right around the corner, and so wouldn't you know, once I stopped doing count-ins and broadcasting my position all over the internet, the strangest thing happened. It all went back to normal. This is a very good game that I think will give you some ideas to ponder upon while you slug your way through this 130 stage campaign, assuming you're not going to whale it. First and foremost, let's get the commander and modules up on the big screen. It is Tierwit with the 40-ounce steel reserve and Jersey Von Jovi. And let me just stop right here and say, this is clearly very early in my testing of this ship. And this build is going to go all over the place because there are so many options with this computer boat. But that's what I have on in this game, so there you have it. What are some things you need to know about this boat? It's got a lot of guns that shoot very fast. It's got a lot of torpedoes that you can launch tube by tube or in a wall of skill. You've got a great heel, you've got smoke, or you can put radar on it. It really has just about everything you could possibly want, except for two things. No HE and no armor. And I don't mean the no armor is the best armor type of armor like on Ochakov. I mean it has no armor in the sense that just about everything can dev strike you. And as my greed begins to show later in this video, you will see me throwing my health pool out the window in hopes of chasing the dragon. I mean Kraken. Now, don't let the lack of HE scare you. Let it free you. Let it liberate you, because when you're free flying with AP that has improved pin angles, well, you don't need no safety nets. Well, the safety net of HE at least. So let's talk about this build and why in the world I'm using Tierwit. Basically, it gives me more smokes and makes them reload faster. If I can get him at Legendary 4, my next smoke would essentially be ready the moment my last puff dissipates, which is perfect for not being spotted, because again, being spotted in this boat is bad. It also gets 16 torpedoes out to over 11 kilometers. So what are the weaknesses of this ship? Well, as I mentioned, its armor, it is bad. The citadel is above the waterline. It is stepped. It has enough plating to arm any and everything, but its other big weakness is your team. And what I mean by that is that you need someone to spot for you. We sadly live in a computer world where destroyers want to farm damage rather than spot, and battleships prefer to get as far away from the enemy as is possible. So when there is no one capable of spotting for you, you are like the last man on Earth, which is to say you have everything, but no one. So a possible fix for that is using radar, and I played a couple radar games on stream, but am going to need to play some alone time with it and see. And that's what I am digging about this boat. Versatility, and versatility gets me max power. So let's talk about this match. We are on Haven, and I got the west flank spawn. We ripped through the enemy destroyer, and for a minute I was thinking about pushing out into the southwest corner, but getting caught out in the open seemed like a really bad idea. So instead I'm opting to use these islands and send wave after wave of torpedoes towards those two Yamatos just sitting there. Wisely or not, our red destroyer is pushing around to their side, so I'm going to try and reposition myself here to have a better angle to start farming damage from those two once they move forward to dodge the torps of our destroyer. And thanks to Smogathon, my smoke is ready again. Now watch these numbers just stack up. True, I do have a flood on one of those ships, but this AP is relentless. So unsurprisingly, the Yamato is reversing to try and put an end to this steely shower that they are receiving. And somehow they're going to live for a little while, but I will just keep farming and farming and send in more and more torpedoes. And then once I can't get anything more from this Yamato, I can just switch to another target. Looks like they might be fairly damage saturated in their superstructure right there, so that could definitely be why I'm having a hard time finishing them off. But there's another Yamato, might as well just get back to work on them. Oh, and then I realized, well, let's see. If this one, is this one using will to rebuild? Is that what this is? Is this going to be one of those will to rebuild situations where I simply cannot sink a ship because it heals faster than I can do damage to it? I sure hope not, but either way, maybe they're just going to back out too far, or maybe I just stack up enough, but either way, we're going to take this ship down and have our second one sunk. They do blind fire me there, look, and I did get hit in the Citadel. You know, like I said, this ship fires fast enough, and I'm broadside, you definitely see the outline of the boat, so being able to blind fire, you guys are definitely going to want to have to work on that skill when these ships are more prevalent out there. So, switched over to this other Yamato, but what do we have over here? A Worcester. See, did I pronounce it right that time? Oh, I'm sure I'll have everybody telling me in the comments. So, let's get to work on this one. And, you're gonna see me just kind of get a little bit lucky here. I'm like, okay, let's send out some torps here, and I don't know, maybe there. And what are the chances that that boat will actually drive into the torps? But as they do that, I'm repositioning because, again, don't ever want to get spotted. Certainly not when there are Yamatos over there willing to shoot at me. Send more torpedoes in there just in case anybody gets a little courageous and moves forward. And those torpedoes are actually looking pretty decent for the Worcester. I'm feeling a little bit bad because they're shooting my Bismarck, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's open up. We are going to hit them with a torp. I was like, will this sink them? No. Okay, well, let's just open up the guns and get this ship off the board. And I think it's a couple salvos, but boy, I think this Yamato to the north was just waiting because there's going to be a salvo coming in at me right now, and I believe we're going to take a fairly nasty hit. Oof! So, one of the good things about the heal on the Minotaur is it can heal Citadel damage. So, while you don't want to be taking more than one shot in the Citadel anyway, you can heal it back. Well, some. I'm not sure where it all happened so fast, but take a look at this. We're already at 176,000 damage. And yeah, I know. Damage is not all that's important. It is XP that is important, but I remember I looked up at this point and I was like, well, this is a little surprising, and seeing that Yamato, I was like, okay, I think we will be able to get a Kraken in this match. That Yamato is weak. I'm only going to need a few salvos on them to take them out, but I need to sink another ship first. But where are they? Well, I mean, they were last spot. Oh my lord, I am broadside to another Minotaur. Oh, I got to get back in my smoke because I know shots are incoming, right? Oh, there is a chunk. Let's get these shots going while we can. Now, we also know they're probably sending torps into my smoke. I think pretty soon here I'm going to check the smoke firing penalties, which for this particular setup is 5.8, I want to say. So again, we don't have anybody to spot, so I'm just kind of a lame duck sitting in here. We know there's going to be torpedoes, so let's just get out of here. We'll drop torpedoes off on the other side, and I'm going to try and use my smoke as a portable island to reposition and get like just get a better angle for me. Just go ahead and drop those down just in case. But yeah, get a better angle for me to be able to dictate this engagement the way that I want it to go. There, yeah, there's their torpedoes. We kind of expected that to happen. So I want to turn around here because they're going to spot me as soon as I get around this edge of the smoke, but obviously there are torpedoes, so I'm turning real slow, but they are going to get a look at me. And wouldn't you know, they've turned to where I randomly put some torpedoes. So, well, this is going to get us our 4th ship sunk, and there we do finally catch a couple Citadel shots there. But are there Yamato shells coming in? You know it's yes, there are. But we dodged those. We do have a mostly agile build on here, though not 100%. We do have the concealment mod on there. So, all right, 4 ships sunk, 224,000 damage. Now we just need to go get that Yamato. They are very low health. They are just sitting behind an island. And I've got the position that I need. I just need my teammates to spot them. So, you know, like I said, I understand that sometimes this can be viewed as a little selfish, and it is, and I'm really just trying to have a fun time here playing this. But I also, you know, I also want to deliver you all the Krakens for you to see. So my approach to this is a very specific one. I don't want to spot this Yamato because my team will shoot them. So I'm trying to keep this island directly in front of me so I cannot spot them, because if I do spot them, you can be certain that my teammates will shoot at them because they are just living on a thread. So, oh no, I've accidentally spotted. Okay, well I better shoot real fast before my teammates do, and I'm moving over to the right to be able to block line of sight of them again. Phew, okay. Now we just need to keep pushing around until we get... No, there's shots going in. Now we just need to be able to keep pushing around until we can spot them again. And I need to get there before my teammates come around the top or bottom of this island, where you know that they're going to yoink it. There goes that ship. So if I want to get this Kraken, I've got to sink this Yamato. And for whatever reason, their guns are facing the wrong way. They did not disconnect, but you know what? That's all I need. We get the salvos in the air, and this is going to get us Kraken 351 in the Minotaur. Now, let's see the scoreboard. 3,386 XP for a very good game, and I don't see any rental ships on either team, so I'm not sure what the issue was. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you're going to grind out this campaign, give this video a like. If you're going to pass because you're only interested in Japanese destroyers, give this video a dislike. Questions, comments, cool Mino builds to try, leave them down below. And if you want to see our roaring next interview, make sure to hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, folks. I will get back out there for another one soon, and we will talk then.